This is the South Downs in East Sussex, the view from Mount Caburn over the low Weald towards Firle Beacon. It's a landscape that has inspired many writers. In 1915, H.G. Wells wrote, "There is something in these downland views which, like sea views, lifts a mind out to the skies." It's across this landscape that Highways England wants to build a new road, up to 16 kilometres long and 4 lanes wide. They've tried before. 5 similar schemes have been blocked in the last 25 years, each time rejected on grounds of either poor value for money or damage to the environment. This time, they say there's a strong business case for 3 possible routes to run from the Southern roundabout at the southeast of Lewes towards the Copple roundabout at Polegate, and perhaps beyond. They say it could save up to 9 minutes on journey times by 2045. But new roads bring more traffic, and they don't say how their plans will deal with the bigger traffic jams in Lewes and Eastbourne that the new road will cause. Their most likely estimate of cost is £530 million, but they've left out calculations to deal with damage to the environment. All the proposed routes travel through flood risk areas, and the new road will have to be built up on embankments. It will also need between 8 and 12 bridges to carry the local roads that won't get access to the new highway and to join up what's left of the farmland on either side.
Once again, we're faced with a huge new road going through the low Weald of Sussex between Lewes and Eastbourne. This will cause incredible damage to existing wildlife habitats. We'll lose wetlands, hedgerows, woodlands, all sorts of things like that. It'll also cause a break in the continuity of habitats there, within sight of the South Downs as well. So the damage is obvious, and yet the benefits are highly limited, probably counterproductive entirely. This will increase the amount of traffic in the area. We know that. So what's going to happen to the increased traffic in Lewes? What's going to happen to the increased traffic in Eastbourne? How's that going to be handled? There'll be demands for yet more roads. And this is at a time when we should be going in the completely opposite direction and working out how to reduce the need to travel.
It's unbelievable. How can anyone be so crazy as to want to drive a great big motorway type road through here? And it's not necessary. All they have to do is to tweak the existing A27. £1 billion it's going to cost for this new motorway, a total waste of public money.
Hi, I'm Chloe and I'm 9 years old and I want to oppose the dual carriageway. I'm concerned you are ruining the countryside, polluting the environment and hurting the wildlife.
Highways England haven't put a cash figure on limiting environmental damage, but their own report is frank. Against the columns marked landscape and biodiversity, they write, large adverse impact. It's an historic landscape, with field systems and lanes left over from Roman times, marked out by ancient hedgerows. It's rich in wildlife, with over 800 species identified in just one small part of the possible routes. Its peace and calm are enjoyed by nature lovers, walkers and cyclists. Highways England's proposals will cut a swathe through the national park and several sites of special scientific interest, for the economic goal of speeding commuters from thousands of new homes in Wealden and Eastbourne to jobs elsewhere. The local group who've made this film are called Skate East Sussex, a part of the South Coast Alliance for Transport and the Environment. They campaign for investment in transport that considers all sustainable options. They've produced an alternative report, looking at the costs Highways England have left out, and calculate that with inflation, the cost of this new road will be close to £1 billion by 2030. Skate East Sussex is calling on the Transport Secretary to stick to his pledge to reduce car use and to make public transport, cycling and walking the long-term first choice for daily travel. There are ways to encourage rail and bus use and ease the pinch points on the existing road. The business case for a new A27 doesn't make economic or environmental sense. It's time to think again.